Hi, my name is Janice Powell, and I live here in Shasta Lake, California. And I've lived in this same county for most of my life, 55 years. And I've always looked up at the sky and the clouds. I used to love to just lay there on the grass and look at these beautiful big clouds and imagine different shapes in them. But since the year 2000, I've been studying the sky in Northern California, and I'm convinced that what used to be beautiful clouds have turned into geoengineering of the sky, weather modification. For instance, this trail here that has expanded is a pretty good example of what's happening overhead. I've studied, done some research, and although lots of people tell me that these are just normal jet trails, I've found a site on the internet that shows me what planes are actually in the sky overhead at any given time, which planes are registered with the FAA. And although I haven't looked for these particular trails today, generally when I do search on this particular planefinder.net site, I see that these planes are not registered, which leads me to believe that they may be military or some sort of other type of aircraft, drones possibly. But today I just wanted to show you, this weekend we did get some precipitation. Today the air is very humid. Generally we have high temperatures at this time of year. Over Memorial Day weekend we generally get into the hundreds, but we didn't reach that this year. Yesterday we did get some precipitation, but it wasn't lasting. And the theory that I have is that these planes are laying these trails which stop the precipitation from reaching the ground here in Shasta County, and then sends the clouds overhead. For instance, you can see this bank of clouds over to the east that we thought we would get some precipitation from, but instead all we have are these marked trails that, I'm no scientist, but these trails seem to take the place of where we used to get rain or clouds that gave us some rain. Instead, we have these long trails that seem to be blocking the precipitation and moving it to another location rather than getting the rain that we need here in Shasta County. And sure, this is just a theory of mine, and I've researched it, and there are other scientists who believe the same thing. But look at this. You know, how could you say that that's a normal cloud there? That that's just a jet trail? On it. It's dissipating. It's creating a white haze over the skies rather than our clear blue sky. I know this is just a little camera that I have, but you can see that somehow these trails are marking the atmospheric conditions. They're marking, they're showing what's happening over the sky overhead, and what can be left to, I don't know, I just think that it's a study of some sort. It's just that they're marking the clouds and seeing where they can lead them to. We've had some extreme weather recently, the tornadoes, hurricanes, flooding. I just read in the paper today. So, I'm sort of a factual person. I believe in science. I believe that it's not really a conspiracy theory if you have facts that support what you're trying to prove, and I believe there are enough facts out there with the rain and water tests to prove that something is happening over our skies in Northern California. And I think that as a public, we deserve to be informed about what it is that they're spraying into the sky. Is there any toxic side effects from what's raining down on us? Will it change the pH of our soil? Will we still be able to grow our food in this soil? Is it right that they take the water that would fall here and send it to the east or the west? Anywhere. Who has rights over the water in the sky? And there's no doubt that it's changing, so I just wanted to submit this out there and see if any of you have any comments, any information that I might have missed, that you can help me to understand why this is happening. Is it have anything to do with the HAARP? The research that they do in Alaska. I visited the facility when I was working up there, and I know it's electromagnetic rays that change the atmospheric conditions. And I've read the study that the military put out, owning the weather by 2025. Are they experimenting? In the past, the U.S. military has experimented on the populace, in the population without their permission. Are they doing that again? Do we just turn our heads and let them? So those are some of the questions. And I'll just end by showing you our to the eastern Shasta County over there on the ridge. I'm not sure if you can see it. We have some windmills. And I would hope that we would save Mother Earth and learn to use power or other ways that don't affect the environment, don't do any damage to our beautiful city. Thanks again. My name is Janice, and I live here in Shasta Lake. Don't forget to keep looking up.